Alright, here we are on the cold start video of our 75 Ford Highboy, the 390. I'll grab a hold of the exhaust on the header so you can see it's nice and cold. Got my boy, little Hank, the assistant, in here. He's got the Van Cleef Ford hat on that goes with this. So go ahead and give her a fire up. Let me go ahead and give her a fire up, Hanky. Perfect. Just idles nice and smooth. You see the wheel chocks, the e-brake works good, but I just got a couple of those for extra safety since it is a 4-speed truck. Just sounds awesome. No smoking, no issues. And it was raining pretty good down here. We tried to chamois it off as much as possible, but there isn't any paint blistering or anything. If you see any minor little bubbles, it's just a little bit of raindrops. So all right, this is going at no reserve. We're going on Bring a Trailer, buddy. Give him a thumbs up. All right, here we are in a run and driving video of our original 75 Ford Highboy Ranger. It's got the manual hubs. These are, these are hard to find. A lot of times these get swapped out. There's the original Highboy hubs. They got the kind of the bumps look. A lot of times they'll have the smooth style worn ones that have been put on throughout the years. This is a great running truck. It doesn't have any battery drain issues, no starting issues. When it's cold, pump the gas a couple times. Right now it's in neutral. E-brake works good, and this is basically how the truck will fire up every time. Once it's fired up. The e-brake to actuate this little plastic guy, hopefully you can see this, has come loose, so you always got to push the e-brake release in. It doesn't automatically pull itself back, but easy fix. You can see the dome light comes on with the door open. I'll go ahead and turn the headlights on, turn the 4-way flashers on so we can see that stuff's working. I like to have all the lights working. Both license plate lights working good. Corner light. This just has that killer iconic sound to it. If you hear this truck coming down the road going through the gears, you know exactly what it is. It's gonna be an old Ford. No exhaust leaks, no knocking, no ticks, no motor mount issues, no power steering line. It's just a great running truck. You still got this guy on the top. A lot of times that stuff's just blown out. The starter solenoid's replaced, probably at the time of the motor. The starter's new, probably at the time of the motor. It's nice to see they ran new lines. Again, the heater motor is new, the heater core is new, and the blower motor is new. So all right, I'll hop in here. Right now it's on free. These things move really nice. And that's exactly what you want to have. Starting to sprinkle here a little bit on us. I'll pop over this side so you can see the dome light come on too. All those actuators are working good. So we're going to get in here and hopefully get up to some highway speeds. Heater works really good. It's nice and warm in here. You can see the seatbelt is actuates and locks, as all of them do. I'll go ahead and turn the 4-ways off. You can turn the dome light on manually. All that stuff's working good. The fan works on, you basically got high, and then you got 2 speeds in the middle, and then you got low. And it works at all of them. So that's nice. It's not all worn out and just work on high or just on low. Stereo sounds decent. We'll get a, let's see, we'll get a station coming in here. It's a little bit crackly. Kind of expected for its age. It's you see the RPM works. Your typical Suntac works good. Idles right about 900. Fuel's halfway. You will get a full tank of gas if you're in the lower 48. If it's got to go out of the country or go to Alaska or Hawaii, you won't, because they don't allow anything more than a quarter tank. You can see the amps, temperature's coming up, good oil pressure. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the dome light, so we got a little extra light in here just in case. So you can see the e-brake works good. It's giving good resistance. I mean, it doesn't have any rattles. It's just a super solid driving truck. You know, I start off in second gear. First gear is, especially in 4 low, it is just like you're barely moving. But the power steering's nice. The steering's good, but at low speeds, low RPMs, sometimes the power steering can be a little bit stiff. But when you give it gas, it loosens up, and it's not always like that. But so we'll get going here and. You know, you get a little bit of wind noise. Here's some potholes, some bad patches. You know, you get your kind of typical rattles and stuff like that. The doors don't have any hinge issues, anything like that. The steering wheel is, I'm not sure if you can see it, is a little off to the left, but the truck drives straight, so I'll go ahead and downshift it. And we're gonna get out here on the highway. You're gonna get those wind noises, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. But seals, again, are very cheap. You can have them in a couple days nowadays. It's amazing. So, and then I'm gonna get off the highway and I'm going to do some back roads, and I'll use first gear. I'll hop into reverse, of course. You know, I'm doing like about 60 miles an hour, and it's showing about 2,800 RPM. So, you know, 70, you're probably going to be, you know, close to 3,300 RPMs. I'll see if I can get this guy. But you can see the nice reflection on the hood. Wipers work awesome. So. We're coming up the temp here. We're over a quarter of the way, over a third of the way in the gauge. You know, it's the old, you know, leaf spring, you know, basically a 1-ton truck, so it's a little bumpy. It's got really good power. I'm not sure if traffic's gonna allow us to get up. I'd like to try to get to 70, but we're gonna get on the brakes here. This brake's nice and straight. You know, I'm stomping on them, just going straight, no hands on. So, all right. So I'll go ahead and start out in first, and this is pretty much it. 10 miles an hour into second. Into third. You can see all these potholes. Oh, the glove box came open. But probably didn't get that latch too good when I was doing pictures. But so we're gonna go ahead and, you know, you're doing in third gear. You're about at 35 miles an hour. You're about 2,400 RPMs. So. We're going to go ahead and do some tight S-curves up here. So you'll see the steering, you know, how responsive it is and kind of how tight it is. You know, it's an original truck. You can see it's got some new parts, some used parts. So, I mean, some worn parts. It's got aged parts. It's got original parts. But so there's always room for improvement, you know. And some people may choose to go the full custom route or do frame-off restoration, or some people might just jump in it and drive it. So here we'll go into third gear, nice little downshift, no grinding. Clutch feels good, you know, grabs pretty much a little bit below the brake pedal, and on these the clutch pedal sits quite a bit up on top of the brake pedal. Nice, and it wants to return. You can see automatically it's wanting to straighten itself out, which is good. It means the steering box isn't all tore up and wore out. And you can also see that the, you know, I'm not turning the steering wheel excessively for these corners. You know, it's basically how it should be. Good resistance, and again, you let go, and she wants to return out. Alright, so we'll, alright, it's going at no reserve. It's a great truck. They got really cool colors you don't see very often. It just has that 70s iconic blue oval look to it. Wish you guys all the best. There's probably close to 250 photos. The video is nice and long, all combined together, so I hope you guys can stick around for all that. If you need more photos or videos, definitely let me know. If you want to FaceTime, you want to chat on the phone, just shoot me a private message and we'll get together. Good luck, everybody.